Hey, I'm Zig Licis, and I'm the mentee for the Open Mainframe ZEBRA JavaScript Application project. ZEBRA provides reusable and industry-compliant JSON-formatted RMF-SMF data records, allowing users to use one of the many developed applications for third-party analysis and visualization of mainframe system metrics. The creation of custom metrics allows mainframe users to effectively group, scrape, and visualize important ZOS metrics to monitor the performance of their systems. So the current application for adding custom Prometheus metrics within ZEBRA, to be quite frank, it lacks readability of the metrics. It's tedious and time-consuming, and especially if you're starting to get into the customization of adding a lot of different types of metrics, clusters and groupings of metrics, as well as once you've added these metrics or deleted them, that does not get updated to the Prometheus server instantly, and that prevents mainframe users from being able to go into Grafana and pull those right away after they've added them. So my work this summer during this mentorship consisted of overhauling this custom Prometheus metric creation process, and that consisted of adding metric descriptions, a bunch of UI UX changes, improved metric customization, and then upgraded real-time Prometheus scraping of your added metrics. So this is the current add custom metrics page for ZEBRA, and as you can see, and as we'll get into it, you can select an LPAR, select a report, say channel. You have the option to input a unique metric ID, and then select a resource. Now, where it starts to get a little bit complicated here is when you now have to select an identifier key, and these are all going to be unique metric IDs. And unless you have extensive experience working with these metrics and these mainframes, and even if you do have experience working for these mainframes, this can still be confusing. You still might have to refer to some guides for what each of these are. There might be some that you understand, but we'll select that. And again, each of these are going to have one of their values. We'll choose this one, and then you choose the field, which is actually the specific metric that you want to display and get information on. And JDEL store seems like it's something to do with storage, though I'm not sure what this metric is, but we'll save it and add it. And so here it is, and now it's been added to this table, and now we just need to wait. And the issue here now is that until you reload this application, it will not show up in v1/metrics, and it's not going to show up in the Prometheus server either. So it's not until I go here and just reload this application here, this instance of it. V1 metrics will have been updated with that new metric. However, ProMetric, which is the Prometheus server here, still has to wait until an RMF3 cycle happens, an interval happens, sorry, and that can take a while, a few minutes sometimes. So again, very slow, quite unintuitive just in terms of the individual metrics and being able to read them and understand what each of these mean. Yep. And so now if we'll head over to the new my work for this summer so far. So looks a little bit different here. A few things have changed, removed a few things and added a few things here. So again, select your LPAR, select your report, we'll do channel. So the resource dropdown has been removed, and that's because the resource will be either a MVS image or a sysplex, and that's going to be dependent upon the report that you select. So again, with some changes to the constants file, each of these reports now have a resource type associated with them, and that's all done back end. By just selecting your report, it will have automatically selected the correct resource. So now we've selected the report, and right away you'll see on the right we have all of our metrics, which in the previous version was the field selection. And right away you can just see, again, adding descriptions for each of these metrics in the constants file. They all have their descriptions now, and you can view them and select them and create these metrics by simply selecting their description here. And when I've selected CPC here, only the CPC metrics will be shown. If I go back to just select report or nothing's chosen, it's going to be every single metric that we have here. And additionally, you'll see right up here, we have a filter metrics section. And what this basically allows us to do is each of these metrics have a specific type, whether that's ID, number, name, type, or status. So for example, if I want to see all of the IDs for all of the reports, I won't select a report yet. And we can see right here, we'll have IDs. Say now we want to select CPC and we want to look at numeric values. These will be all the numeric value metrics for the CPC report. Again, the identifier key, similarly, I've gone ahead and added the descriptions for each of these. So if we want to select CPC and we'll say for all, or in this case, what's been added here as well now has been the ability to select multiple metrics. So you can select, on the previous version, you were only able to select one of these or all of them, but now we can go ahead and select, okay, I want to select these three right here. So these three metrics are going to be identified by their key partition name with these three values, and for those three we're going to want to say look at physical LPAR utilization. And again, you'll notice that this is a checklist here, so we'll also be able to select multiple metrics for each of these three values. So physical LPAR utilization, and we'll go logical processor effective utilization percentage. And those descriptions will automatically be filled into the description section right here, and then that will also be added within the metric structure. So now we want to add these metrics. It's going to be these two for these three partition names of a CPC report. And we'll notice we'll get prompted that all of these have now been added quickly with the press of one button, and here they are down here. Now, right away, we'll see if we refresh v1/metrics, that gets updated right away. It doesn't wait until you reload an app. And the same thing happens with the Prometheus server. It'll be uploaded right away. You'll be able to take these, go into Grafana, visualize them quickly, just like that. No need to wait, reload. And these will also be updating on each time that the metrics.json is changed, and it will also still be scraping on the regular RMF3 intervals. Now, you'll notice as we come down to the added metrics table, there's a few changes. Each of these rows and their corresponding metric, each had a delete button, which allowed you to delete metrics, and that was a one at a time type of thing, that if you want to call it that. But you basically only be able to select one metric, delete it, wait for it to reload here, reload the app, wait a few minutes for this to reload, come back here, delete another one. So now what you'll basically see, there's a checklist here. So say I want to select the delay metric and these three of the CPC report metrics that I added. One button, and it's deleted all four of those metrics. And again, updated right here in the table. It's going to be updated in this v1/metrics, and it's going to be updated into the Prometheus server right away. You'll no longer be able to grab those and put them into a third-party software such as Grafana. So overall, a lot of user interface, user experience changes, filtering capabilities, readability, and a lot of customization opportunities here. So excited for Mainframe users to be able to get their hands on this and just really just improve and streamline the process of selecting and creating custom Prometheus metrics. I just want to wrap up by saying thank you to my mentors, Vinny, Len, Fernando, Lucas, and Victoria, as well as Christy Jane and Joe Carzile, and our collaboration with their project throughout the summer. They were all very helpful throughout this entire process, and I'm super excited for users to get their hands on the work that I've done this summer. Thank you.